Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Born Eugène Grindel in 1895 in Saint-Denis, France, Paul Éluard was an only child, and his parents eventually moved to Paris, where he attended school. Eluard excelled at English and spent time in England as a teenager. He also began writing poetry. While convalescing from a serious illness in Switzerland, the young Eluard read symbolist and avant-garde poets such as Arthur Rimbaud, Charles Baudelaire, and Guillaume Apollinaire. He also began reading Russian authors like Fyodor, Dostoevsky, and Lev Tolstoy, at the insistence of Helene Dmitrievna Diakanova, known as Gala, the young Russian who would be his first wife. The strands of his youthful reading, symbol, experiment, and politics would shape Eluard's work. Eluard joined the army during World War I, and his experience as a medic and an infantry member had a profound influence on his worldview. His first book was published under the name Paul Éluard in 1917 and introduced him to the world of the Parisian avant-garde. A member of Dada, Éluard was also intimately involved in the birth of surrealism. He collaborated with Max Ernst, producing works such as Répétition. Eluard's work from this time is known for its emphasis on linguistic and semantic dislocation. In his own poems, he was attempting to allow for visual and sensory perception of poetic meaning. During World War II, he was the author of several poems against Nazism that circulated clandestinely. He became known worldwide as the poet of freedom and is considered the most gifted of French surrealist poets. This information was extracted from Poetry Foundation and Wikipedia. Liberté par Paul Éluard. Sur mes cahiers d'écolier, sur mon pupitre et les arbres, sur le sable, sur la neige, j'écris ton nom. Sur toutes les pages lues, sur toutes les pages blanches, pierre sans papier ou cendre, j'écris ton nom. Sur les images dorées, sur les armes des guerriers, sur la couronne des rois, j'écris ton nom. Sur la jungle et le désert, sur les nids, sur le genêt, sur l'écho de mon enfance, j'écris ton nom. Sur les merveilles des nuits, sur le pain blanc des journées, sur les saisons fiancées, j'écris ton nom. Sur tous mes chiffons d'azur, sur l'étang soleil moisi, Sur le lac lune vivante, j'écris ton nom. Sur les champs, sur l'horizon, sur les ailes des oiseaux et sur le melon des ombres, j'écris ton nom. Sur chaque bouffée d'aurore, sur la mer, sur les bateaux, sur la montagne démente, j'écris ton nom. Sur la mousse des nuages, sur les sueurs de l'orage, sur la pluie épaisse et fade, j'écris ton nom. Sur les formes scintillantes, sur les cloches des couleurs, sur la vérité physique, j'écris ton nom. Sur les sentiers éveillés, sur les routes déployées, sur les places qui débordent, j'écris ton nom. Sur la lampe qui s'allume, sur la lampe qui s'éteint, sur mes maisons réunies, j'écris ton nom. Sur le fruit coupé en deux, du miroir et de ma chambre, sur mon lit coquille vide, j'écris ton nom. Sur mon chien gourmand et tendre, sur ses oreilles dressées, sur sa patte maladroite, j'écris ton nom. Sur le tremplin de ma porte, sur les objets familiers, sur le flot du feu béni, j'écris ton nom. Sur toute chair accordée, sur le front de mes amis, sur chaque main qui se tend, j'écris ton nom. Sur le vitre des surprises, sur les lèvres attentives, bien au-dessus du silence, j'écris ton nom. Sur mes refuges détruits, sur mes phares écroulés, sur les murs de mon ennui, j'écris ton nom. Sur l'absence sans désir, sur la solitude nue, sur les marches de la mort, j'écris ton nom. Sur la santé revenue, sur le risque disparu, sur l'espoir sans souvenir, j'écris ton nom. Et par le pouvoir d'un mot, je recommence ma vie. Je suis né pour te connaître, pour te nommer. Liberté. Now here is the translated version into English, authored by Carla Yasmin Atway. On my school notebooks, on my desk and on the trees, on the sands, on the snow, I write your name. On the pages I have read, on all the white pages, stone, blood, paper, rash, I write your name. On the images of gold, on the weapons of the warriors, on the crown of the king, I write your name. On the jungle and the desert, on the nest and on the briar, on the echo of my childhood, I write your name. On all my scarves of blue, on the moist, sunlit swamps, on the living lake of moonlight, I write your name. On the fields, on the horizon, on the bird's wings, and on the mill of shadows, I write your name. On each whiff of daybreak on the sea, on the boats, on the demented mountain top, I write your name. on the froth of the cloud, on the sweat of the storm, on the dense rain and the flat, I write your name. On the flickering figures, on the bells of colours, on the natural truth, I write your name. On the high paths, on the deployed routes, on the crowd-thronged square, I write your name. On the lamp which is lit, on the lamp which is lit, on my reunited thoughts, I write your name. On a fruit cut in two of my mirror and my chamber, on my bed, an empty shell, I write your name. On my dog, great-hearted and greedy, on his pricked-up ears, on his blundering paws, I write your name. On the latch of my door, on those familiar objects, on the torrent of a good fire, I write your name. On the harmony of the flesh, on the faces of my friends, on each outstretched hand, I write your name. On the window of surprises, on a pair of expectant lips, in a state far deeper than silence, I write your name. On my crumbled hiding places, on my sunken lighthouses, on my walls and my ennui, I write your name. On abstraction without desire, on naked solitude, on the marches of death, I write your name. And for the want of a word, I renew my life, for I was born to know you, to name you, Liberté. I picked this poem because it's so close and it relates so well with the present times and with humanity, with what we stand for or what we claim to stand for in exchange for benefits. Liberty was much discussed over the centuries, and that is because we as humans tend to force other people into our beliefs or into acting for our own good. I hope we could learn from this poem and from Paul Eluard. Accept each other, respect the other, cherish the differences. I hope you enjoyed this read, and please do share it with friends, family, acquaintances, and let me know what you think in the comments below or through a message. Until next time, have only the best life can offer. Bye.